Hey there, happy Monday. Oops, wait. Oh, I am unmuted. I've been I've been a little bit tech no, I don't want to say stupid. I'm trying to not say bad things about myself anymore. I've been tech um overwhelmed, and so I haven't been unmuting my mic. But I did today, and I can see, just make sure, yeah, I'm here, and if you're here, you should be able to hear me, which is awesome. So welcome. Month project week 11 is in the books. And literally, if you ever want to get really granular with me, I have created a section on my website that has been going into greater detail than I do here, only because I respect your time and I want you to be able to just, take it in at will rather than this long winded recap. But yeah, it was a very, very substantial week with a lot of really incredible moments that had a wide range to them. So, I started out the week with Monday last week being the fifth anniversary of my mother's passing. And, you know, it's, 5 years, and I'm at a really wonderful, peaceful place with her and her spirit, or whatever you want to believe in, just even our history. And so I was very taken aback when I was really emotional. It was a very intense 2 days for me because um, I'm not a practicing Jew. However, my mom always did the lighting of the candle for her parents. And so I have kept up with that tradition. And I actually educated myself and found out that, like, if your loved one passed before sunrise, so from midnight till whatever time the sun rose that day, you light the candle the day before. And if they died after sunrise, then you light the candle, on the day that they passed. So my mom died in the middle of the night. And so we lit the candle on Sunday. And I had just been feeling kind of like a funkiness, not in a good way, not in a musical way, all day. And then when I woke up on Monday morning, and I saw the glow of the candle, and we keep it in a safe place overnight, so don't get all worried or anything. I am really irrationally afraid of fire, so. So we're very, very careful. Like the candle stays in a specific place. Um, anyway, I woke that morning and I just had this really intense wave of emotions. And I went through all of it. I went right back to, the moment finding out she was in the hospital, to the transitioning, to the aftermath. And I wasn't expecting that. I don't know why. I just sometimes think that, like, I have this like emotional amnesia or something like that. Anyway, the good news is that on Tuesday, my live stream concert turned into basically a tribute concert to her. I sang all the songs that I had written when she passed. And then before I ended the show, I always end with the song Glow, I decided to sing the last song that I ever sang for her. I wrote it the day we were leaving to fly back home, and she just happened to catch me in the middle of it, and I sang her the song, and it was a very emotional moment, so I kind of put it at the end of the set just in case. And it was remarkable because I didn't fall apart during the song. I actually felt very connected to her energy. And I felt like the heaviness had lifted off of me when I was done with the live stream. And that was a good thing because I knew, hello, person who just joined. Mel, is your name Mel? I don't always know. I just see what they show me on the platform. But anyway, hi, welcome. Thank you for joining us. I was happy because I knew that I was going right into the live stream release of my new song on Thursday. And I wanted to celebrate because it's something worth celebrating. So it happened, and I will tell you that I put a lot of pressure on myself because I didn't just release the song, I made a video to accompany the song. And I was really, really happy with the way it came out. And at the same time, I had all the butterflies inside of me because I didn't know how it would be received. Like, it's my baby, essentially. And you never know how your baby is going to get received by others. And I will tell you that the premiere was such an incredibly joyous experience for me. I felt the energy of the attendees radiating through the internet right here into the room with me. I was very, very excited that some new members had shown up. And that was really just a very validating, beautiful thing. But it's more than just that ego, like, oh, it was validating. It was this sense of fulfillment. Like, I fulfilled my, not obligation, but my accountability to the song. And it felt so good. And it just like put me in such a high energy space that the next day on Friday, I'm like, what's the next song? I'm like, oh, I know exactly what the next song is. It's the song that I did this big thing like months and months ago where I had people vote on which should be the next song I should record. And they chose a clear winner. And I started and I never finished for a number of reasons. A lot of life stuff came up. But I knew, okay, it's time to revisit this song and let it have its moment. Because, when I think about this massive catalog of songs that I've written that have not been recorded, it's incredibly overwhelming. I get to this place where I'm like, it's like it's hard to breathe. But when I take each song as its own little expression of the moment and time that I was in when I created the song, it's like it allows me to breathe again because it helps me focus on this is what I'm working on. So, I'm working on another new song and I'm very excited about it. I also know that I want to balance out this new creativity with the responsibility to my own goals that I made when I started this 6-month project. I'm not trying to gloss over them. It's time to refocus and say, okay, I got all these songs. I spent this huge amount of time placing them into this portal that pitches them to different libraries. And we've got a lot of really good libraries at this point. I think last I checked, I had 146 library placements. That doesn't mean that the songs have been placed. Hey, David, good to see you. It doesn't mean that the songs have been placed in movie, television, commercials, ... It just means that they're that much closer to that happening. But now comes the part of when I broke down my goal and how I was going to approach things, comes the scary part. And it is scary for me. So what's the scary part? It's the looking over my history and who have I had relationships in the past that are people who can help facilitate placements of my songs and trying to reach out. That's the scary part. Reaching out and saying, hey, it's been a long time. I'm not going to load you down with my drama of why, but I'm back and I've got blah, blah, blah songs. And I'm just really curious if there's any projects you're working on I that you would allow me to submit to. I promise I will not send you anything that's not appropriate. See, I'm like thinking out loud the entire approach that I'm going to have with this. And it's good. It's good that I'm doing that here. So, yeah, I'm not trying to sneak my way out of the other obligation, not obligations, the other goals and commitments that I made for this project. So I'm on top of it, my friends, and I'm feeling somewhat, in some ways, the best that I have felt in quite some time. Um, and that's a gift. I think for me, it was this realization, I don't know what your belief system is, and I'm a musician, I'm not a preacher, so I'm not here to preach to anybody. But I am somebody who believes in the ability to manifest things. And I don't mean woo woo like magic, like, like when I was a kid and I wished I could wake up and be Genie and just like go, oh, my room is messy and my mom's yelling at me, blink, and it's all clean. No, not that kind of manifestation. The kind of manifestation where I align myself mentally, physically, spiritually with my intentions. And then that opens up the ability to see the steps to get me to that intention. That's what manifestation looks like to me. However, I was taught a long, long time ago, like you have to get so clear on what it is that you want to create. And, and manifestation becomes almost like an ordering system. Like you show up at the drive-through and you're like, okay, I want this much money and I want the mortgage paid off and I want blah, 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 all the things. But the universe, God, the soul, the energy that sparks who we are is not a drive-through establishment. I do believe you have to do the work. I don't believe it's magic. I think it's magical. So here was the epiphany that I had just over the weekend. It's that I've been spending so much time envisioning and clearly defining what it is that I want, but I haven't been clearly defining how I want to feel. And I know some of you watching this are going to go, well, yeah, duh, I always remind you of that. But it doesn't matter. I have to embody it in my soul, in my brain, in my psyche, all the things. And so it was a very big shift for me this week to remind myself that if I'm going to manifest anything, what I want to manifest is how I'm feeling loved and safe and productive and talented and validated and appreciated and all the things. That's what I want to feel. And then what I'm going to do is do the work and trust and know that the greater energy, the universe, the God, whatever you believe, is going to keep me on that path towards creating all those feelings, So that's my little snippet of wisdom for this coming at you from the Northeast, rainy, miserable Monday day. It's only miserable in weather. It's magnificent in every other way. And okay, it's magnificent in weather in that all the plants and the flowers and the water reserves are all being replenished. Okay, so it's beautiful. See how I shifted? Because seriously, it's about the feeling. It's about feeling happy and at peace and joyful and all the dot things. So that's what I'm going to leave you guys with for my week 11 recap. If you want to read all the details of the things that I did, you can just go to my website. You know, it's right there. The 6-month project is in the menu bar up at the top. And if you don't want to like have to read through all of them, just go to the bottom of the first page and you'll see a little navigation that says all updates. And if you click there, you can go to whatever week you've missed out on and you need to catch up or want to catch up on. Okay? So, happy Monday. I wish for you this inner and outer feeling and knowing of joy and good health and strength and love and that you're enough and that you belong and that you matter. That's what I wish for all of us. So I'm going to send you on your way. I hope you will join me tomorrow right here, 4 p.m. ET for my live stream concert. I I thought going into the last week's concert that tomorrow was going to be the last one before summer break. I was wrong. There will be a concert next week as well. I'll talk about that tomorrow. So come tomorrow. I've got a bunch of requests that were made that I'm excited to share with you. And that's it. I love you all. Have a great week. Got to go do the thing here. Gonna shut down the live stream. Bye, my friends. Thank you for sharing this time with me and this journey and this project. Bye.